Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome back to the Lions franchise here on Madden 20. And we're sitting here in first place, but going up against some division rivals who are going to stir it up just a little bit. But I do want to get to a setting that I did want to switch to auto here, and it's the weekly training. I kind of want to be on par with the rest of the league as far as training goes, and I don't want any type of advantage. So I am going to set that to auto and then have, kind of the play on the field dictate upgrades and things like that. So let's get into some upgrades. TJ Hockenson, he goes up to 80 overall after this next upgrade, as he is definitely been the biggest bright spot on the offense. I'd say at least a surprise. Well, I guess he's not really surprising. I think Marvin Jones is really the surprise because he's pretty much been our leader receiving and touchdown wise. And I think that, this offense is looking good for the future. Two upgrades on defense, Tracy Walker and Jelani Tavai. Tavai has been surprising so far on defense. Is definitely going to be in for Rookie of the Year on the defensive side of the ball as he leads our team in tackles. And you see he's went up 3 overall since we've had him, and he's now up to a 71. So we are going up against the 5-6 Chicago Bears. Everybody's right in the middle of that mix there. With the Packers, we're pretty much deadlocked with the Packers right now for first place. And then also the Vikings are not too far behind. They're not horrible either, 5-6. Everybody's still in the hunt, so we have to keep winning in order to stay in first place. So here we go. Here's the first game, playing up against the Bears at home. And remember the first game, man, we had so much trouble blocking Khalil Mack. So you see on every play, we're pretty much blocking the running back because we do not want Mack to get in. Here's a throw to the right side on a 3rd and 13. Trying to throw over Mack that time. He dropped back into coverage, and it's going to be incomplete. So we do punt the ball, and we actually pin them at about the 1-yard line. But look at Tariq Cohen breaking free up the middle and eventually gets run down by big play Slay and Tracy Walker after a huge 40-yard gain. So here's a screen pass out to the right side. Allen Robinson breaks the tackle, avoids another one, and gets taken down at about the 47-yard line. So now 3rd and 1. Here's a play action fake. Throw to the sideline, and Trubisky moves the chains on that one. That's a first down. So now at about the 21-yard line from the shotgun, running slants. Here is Trubisky throwing to the left side. He's going to dump it over the top of Jelani, and that is going to be a nice gain of about 18 on that one inside the 5-yard line. So here's Tariq Cohen on the next play, 2nd and goal. He gets upfield, gets stopped behind the line by Tavon Wilson, and that brings it to a 3rd and goal. Here's a throw across the middle, and he's got his man Allen Robinson in the end zone for the touchdown. And now Chicago goes up 10-0 here as we start the second quarter. Trying to get this running game going, but look at this defensive line. Leonard Floyd, Khalil Mack, all those guys up front, they are monsters. Chicago's still got a really good defense. So now here's a throw across the middle, and that's going to be a penalty on Danny Trevathan holding Hockenson upfield, and we move the chains. So now we're at about the 32-yard line. This time they're sending a blitz, and Buster Screen is going to get in for the sack. He goes in unblocked, and now they get it to a 3rd and 18 at about the 41. Stafford going to throw across the middle, and that one is nowhere near Amendola, his intended target. And we end up not scoring on that drive either. So we're in jeopardy of not even getting on the board in the first half as we try to get some points here towards the end of the half as Hockenson gets open on that play. So now at about the 30-yard line, here's a throw to the right side. Marvin Jones, it's going to be a touchdown. And he's leading our team in receiving, receptions, and touchdowns, all 3 categories, clean sweep. And Fuller just actually makes a play at that ball, but Marvin Jones makes a better one. He steps up, comes back to the ball, and makes it a 17-7 game. So we do get the ball back towards the end of the first half. Here's a throw out to the left side. Kenny Galladay's open. Nice move by Prince Akamara, and that's going to be a first down. So now 2nd and goal. Throw across to the right side, and we may have had a guy wide open in the end zone, and we just missed him. And now we get into a 3rd and goal at about the 7. Stafford throws to the left side. No, he gets sacked that time. And wow, this defensive line is getting in there, sacking Stafford quite a bit this first half. And we go into halftime down 7. So now we fast forward into the late parts of the 3rd quarter, and we're now down by 2 scores. Here's Kerryon Johnson trying to get going in the running game, but it's been tough. This offensive line has not been blocking well at all in the run game, and it's kind of shown. Kerryon Johnson hasn't had many 100-yard games, but through the air, we've been throwing the ball pretty well. Here's Amendola breaking down the right sideline, and he's got a long gain on that one. If he had speed, that could have possibly been a touchdown. So now 1st and 10, play action fake. Stafford going to throw out to the right side. He's got Kerryon Johnson, who's going to make a move, throw a stiff arm, and he's in for the touchdown. Don't see that all the time from Kerryon Johnson because remember, Theo Riddick, this was his role, kind of that receiving back, but we don't really have that now. We try to use Ty Johnson a little bit, but he's just not a receiving back. So here on the next drive, getting the ball back, but Aaron Lynch this time. I mean, their whole defensive line, linebacking core, I mean, they're just getting in. 3rd and 17, throw across the middle. There's Amendola. He's getting open in the middle of that defense. Gain of about 23 and a 1st down. So now this drive does continue towards the end of the 3rd quarter. Stafford going to buy some time, but it's going to run out. He's getting sacked again, that time by Hicks, as we move on to the 4th quarter here. 2nd and 21. The pressure is getting there again. This time Bilal Nichols on that one. His 2nd sack of the game. And wow, 3rd and 28 after 2 straight sacks. This time they're setting another blitz, but throw across the middle. Kerryon Johnson's got it. He's getting to about the 45-yard line. And look at us. We're lined up to go for it, trying to catch him out of position. 4th and 5. Throw to the right side. And it's going to be tipped. I thought we had Khalil Mack out of position, but he makes a good play in coverage, and we turn the ball over. So later they do add 3 points to the board, 27-17. Look at that pressure getting in right away. Kenny Golladay goes up and gets it with one hand. Let's just take another look at that one. And wow, what an athletic play by our star receiver. Who's the better receiver here? Is it Golladay or is it Marvin Jones? It's supposed to be Golladay, but Marvin Jones has just been showing up this year. He's closing in on an 1,000-yard season. Here's a throw to the right side. Amendola keeps both feet in bounds inside the 5, and we are staying in this one as the score will make it a 3-point game. Stafford, 1st and goal, has all day to throw. He's going to run out to the left side. Nobody's going to close on him, and he's going to run it in himself, and he is going to bring it within 3 points here at home as we have to save this 1st place position versus the division foes. So here's a throw out to the right side. With 4 minutes left, we do get the ball back. Hockenson on the sideline. He gets pushed out, but it's a 1st down. So now at about the 30-yard line, 3rd and 7. That's a throw across the middle. Marvin Jones was wide open, and Stafford just misses him. A really rare miss. That's a throw that he usually makes, and Matt Patricia does come in, and he hits the field goal to tie it up at 27 apiece. So now here comes the Bears back out onto the field. 2 minutes left here in this game. Here's a throw across the middle. Tariq Cohen on the 3rd and 9 attempt, and he can't make Jelani Tavai miss. And look at them now. They're lined up to go for it. What a gutsy move. Handoff. It's stopped in the backfield, and that is going to be a great tackle by Christian Jones. And, man, we are set up with a game-winning drive here with 2 minutes left. Here's a quick throw to the left side. That's actually an RPO. Nice catch. And a 1st down by Golladay. Handoff up the middle on the next play. It's going to be stripped. And wow, Kerryon Johnson coughs it up. Leonard Floyd does fall on it. And wow, what a costly fumble. All we had to do was just get into field goal range and kind of run the clock out and kick the game winner. So now here come the Bears with an opportunity to do the same on the other side of the field. And Taylor Gabriel gets open behind the defense, beating Melvin on that one. And that's the thing with Melvin. He will give up those plays once in a while. So now they're at about the 30-yard line. Set up here. Game winner. 5 seconds left. And the kick is up. And it's right down the middle. And wow, that late game fumble actually fumbles this game away. And wow, we had an opportunity to win it 30-27. Instead, they win it 30-27. And that's a heartbreaking loss, as that adds our 5th loss of the season, as Tariq Cohen ran for 100 yards in this one and Kerryon Johnson the complete opposite. I mean, 15 attempts, 26 yards. Our offensive line is definitely to blame here. And I think that, that's going to be a priority for us going into the offseason, going into the draft next season. Definitely want to improve this O-line. So now we have an upgrade. Finally, Amani Oruwariye finally has an upgrade. Hasn't seen the field much this year at all, but I've been kind of debating, who should I develop, him or Mike Ford? And I think, Mike Ford is a little bit ahead of his time. They're both the same age, and I think that Ford is just a guy that is probably going to touch the field more because he does have better speed, and he's the same age. I mean, what's the difference? I mean, if they're the same age, we got to choose probably one. I want to develop one corner, one safety, and one linebacker on defense right now. Defensive line, I don't really need to develop too much just because we're so stacked at that position. So let's hop into the next game. Here is the Vikings on the road. And, the Vikings are, like I said, right in the middle of the division. But we still have to take care of business after losing that last game. Here's a throw to the right side. Amendola, he's open on the slant, but he gets run down. That's the only thing about Amendola. He just does not have the speed. He's good at getting open, and that's the reason why we play him there, but he just does not have the breakaway speed. We're now inside the 5, trying to run the RPO, but it's not going to work this time. As the stretch play, we decide to keep it and throw it, but we take the sack. So now, out on the next drive, 3-3, we settle for a field goal on that first drive, and here is Stafford moving the ball nicely on these short throws. That's kind of what he's good at, especially in this game, especially with TJ Hockenson. I mean, Hockenson is a godsend. That guy just gets open from the tight end position, and it's definitely been a game changer for Stafford. So here's a throw deep down the sideline. Speak of the devil, he's got it, and that's TJ Hockenson at about the 12-yard line, and that is a first down. So now inside the 15-yard line, Stafford throw across the middle. It's C.J. Anderson, but he can't hold on to it. He gets hit in traffic by Sendejo, I believe that is, and that is going to be another field goal. So now it's 6-3 in this game. Here is Kirk Cousins throwing across the middle. It's going to be picked off. Tracy Walker on the interception, his 5th of the season. And wow, is he having himself? Oh, it's his 3rd actually. He's having a huge season this year in the secondary. I'm really looking forward to developing him. I'm pretty sure that he is going to be our safety to develop throughout this entire series. I want to get through a lot of seasons here, and like I said, I want to kind of accelerate it. 2 games per episode. I can't even talk. That's kind of what I want to do, especially for regular season. In the playoffs, it might be a little different because these games are going to be more intense and things like that. And you know how it is. I mean, I definitely want to get through a lot of seasons, and I want to get you guys involved as well. So let's get back to the game. Here's a handoff up the middle, inside the 5, CJ. That's about a gain of 1. So now at the 2, under 2 minutes left, 3rd and goal. Handoff to the fullback, but it's going to get stopped in the backfield. And what do you know? We're going to have to settle for another field goal to go into halftime, 9-9. So now here we are to start the second half, and Kirk Cousins has been bottled up so far. His main targets, Diggs and Thielen, haven't been doing too much, and you can just see the impact that they're having here. Handing it off to Dalvin Cook up the middle. That's a gain of 9, first down for him. So now from the shotgun, this time Cook tries to run out to the right side. He's getting eventually run down by Jelani Tavai, and that brings it to a 3rd and 8 from the shotgun. Kirk Cousins facing some pressure, and he's going to go down. That's a sack, and that's Mike Daniels. We have so much up front, and it's just too much to handle sometimes, and we get the punt on that drive. So now we come back out on the next drive. Here's a throw to the left sideline. That's Kenny Galladay. He's getting down. First down throw on that one, beating Trey Waynes. So now at the 33-yard line, Stafford, throw across the middle. He's got Amendola again, who's getting upfield. Hold that ball. That's Harrison Smith across the middle on the hit. Gain of 8 yards. So now a 3rd and 2. Here's a carry up the middle. Kerryon Johnson can't go anywhere. This offensive line has just not been blocking well the last few games, and we have to settle for yet another field goal. So all field goals in this game so far, it's 12-9 here as we move on to the fourth quarter. Play action fake, throw across the middle. There's Kenny Golladay open again. He's got a nice gain of about 20 on that one. As you see Stafford having a hard time throwing the ball as well. He's 17 for 34 in this game after that throw. But on the next play, here's a handoff, this time to Kerryon Johnson, and he is going to be shaken up on that carry as we continue the drive without him. C.J. Anderson in the game. Here's a throw to the left side. That's Hockenson, gain of about 5. So now under center here, 3rd and 2. Almost had it across the middle, but we get hit on the throw by Danielle Hunter. We had a slant route that was just a tad bit open on that one, but we had a window to throw to, and we just could not get rid of the pass, and we settle for yet another field goal. 5 field goals for us in this game. So here is Minnesota back out onto the field. This time Kirk Cousins finding Kyle Rudolph across the middle, 1st down. So 5 minutes left. Here's a throw across the middle. This time almost intercepted by Jelani Tavai, and that brings it to a 3rd and inches. Handoff. This time Cook gets up the middle. That's actually Madison, isn't it? Alexander Madison. He gets in for his first carry, and that is a 1st down. So now Cousins throws across the middle. This time Adam Thielen hurdles a defender. He gets inside the 10-yard line on that catch and run. And now the Vikings are set up inside the 10 with an opportunity to take the lead. So now Kirk Cousins throws out to the left side. He's got a man, and that's going to be a touchdown this time. And wow, they cut this lead down to actually it's tied now. So they kicked the field goal, and they got the lead, as that one was Trent Taylor, I believe, on the touchdown. So now, here we go, 4th quarter. Can we put together a nice drive? Here's a throw across the middle. That's Marvin Jones for a gain of 4. So now Matt Stafford from the shotgun throws across the middle. That is going to be Jones again. Our leading receiver gives us 2 big catches on this final drive. So can we close it out? Get into field goal range. Here's a throw to the left side. It is going to be stripped and sacked by Linval Joseph. And luckily our lineman is there to pick it up. And he actually moves forward. He gets us right back at about the 42, giving us a good 3rd and 8. So now here's Stafford scrambling out to the right side. He's going to throw that way. He's got Golladay. Golladay gets inside the 25-yard line, and now we are safely into field goal range. Just hold on to the ball this time. C.J. Anderson's in the game, though. Here he is to the right side, and he gets tackled for about a gain of 5 as we get it to now a 3rd and 7. Minnesota burns 2 timeouts. Throw to the right side. It's Marvin Jones. He's inside the 5-yard line, and they call their last timeout. But being smart, we decide to kneel a couple of times without running the ball, kicking the game-winning field goal, and that one is going to give us the win here as we move on to beat the Vikings. And we really needed this victory after losing the last one on the same exact scenario. We literally had the same exact scenario. We had an opportunity to drive down the field, win it on a field goal, but Kerryon Johnson fumbled. And then in this time, C.J. Anderson in the game. He holds on to it, and we come away with the victory here with the game-winning field goal. So we lose by a game-winning field goal and then win with a game-winning field goal. Turn of events, but that's just how divisional play goes sometimes. So, our team is doing pretty well up to this point. 8 wins. We have 3 games left on the year, and we could get to 11-5. That is actually achievable goal of ours, to get 11 wins on the season. And I'm really looking forward to these last 3 games. Playing the Buccaneers, the Packers once more, and the Broncos. So this is going to be interesting. Just looking at the rest of the NFC, the Saints are 12-1. Domination. The Rams are 10-3. I pretty much expect those 2 teams to be on top of the NFC in real life as well. I mean, their divisions are okay, but they're not great. Like the NFC North, everybody's going to be good, so they're just going to beat up on each other. But the other 2, I think that the Rams are definitely going to run away with theirs. And then the Saints, I just think they're the better team in that division as well. So just looking at our stats on the year, Matt Stafford is about 4,000 yards. Kerryon Johnson is at 700, so he's got a chance to get to 1,000 yards. but he would have to break 100 yards probably in all 3 games. Marvin Jones is at 1,000 yards, probably one of his best years of his career. He's got 9 touchdowns. TJ Hockenson is tearing it up. He might win Offensive Rookie of the Year. You never know. But look at this hidden trait, man. And the only thing about this is that I don't know why the downs are not moving for him. He's been at 67 like the last 6 or so games. He hasn't even moved from there. Not really sure what's going on there. If you guys see something like that, let me know. If you guys know what I should do to fix that, I'm not sure. Maybe Madden just has to patch it. I'm not sure. So looking at our defense, Big Play Slay has 7 interceptions on the year, and Tavon Wilson has 5. They're actually both top 5 in the league in interceptions. I think Tavon Wilson is number 3, and Big Play Slay is number 1 with 7. So that's going to do it here in this episode. So we go up against the 4-9 Bucks next episode. We're actually going to round out the season. We're going to go against the Broncos. I do want to play them. If you didn't know, they are my favorite team, so I don't want to play them. I honestly haven't even touched them in this game so far. And then we'll end it with the Packers. I'm pretty sure that Week 17 game will decide how this division goes at the end of the season. So you don't want to miss that. Hit subscribe. Hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.